Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hometown Cable again. I'm Bob Venn, Calvin Castine on the camera. Our program's called What's Going On Here, and we're going back today. This truck says Henry, Meseck, and Son, Morris Forks, New York, asked for lumber on the job, manufacturing, dealing lumber, and shingles. And we're going to be talking with the Meseck family today. We're on the Meseck Road. We're full of Mesecks this morning. We've got Marvin here, who is the son of Jim, and Jim, who's the son of Henry. So we're going to be talking. What kind of truck is this? Ford. I can tell because it says it on the side right there. Yeah. We're going to find out about this truck and a little bit about lumber and see some real old items at the Jim Meseck property on, we say, the Meseck Road. And good morning.
We're just off South Catherine Street in Plattsburgh. Well, it's that last day of September. Can you believe? No wonder the leaves are changing.
They're changing.
2008. And you saw that wonderful introduction with the late Bob Venn up at the Meseck Sawmill. Just happens to be the single most popular program ever aired on Hometown Cable. I have no idea how many times that program has aired. But I mean, our viewers keep saying, can we see that program again? Can we get a copy of that Meseck Sawmill program? Now, we got some Meseck boys here. Your first name is?
Alan.
Alan and?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Great to see you guys. We've got a shock and surprise for our viewers today, because Rudy got busy, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He got busy. Calvin was shocked when he saw something in a parade, and we said we got to find out a lot more about that.
Oh yeah.
What could possibly happen to that old truck with holes in it, and God knows what else? Did it run?
Yeah.
It still ran?
Yep, he hadn't touched the engine at all.
Come on.
Nope. The engine all he did was clean it up and fix the clutch. The clutch was stuck.
Well, you know, considering that I'm just about exactly as old as that truck is,
yeah,
I don't know if I'd need a little clutch action myself to get back up to speed. But we're going to go down there. Does he know we're going down?
No, he don't. No,
Come
he
on.
has no
No.
idea. No
Come
idea.
on.
Nope.
This is going to be a big shock and surprise. It's not even his birthday. He's 83 years old, isn't he?
84.
He's 84 years old now?
Yep.
That's hard to believe.
Yep, we picked up the truck, I think, about 5-6 years ago, maybe a little longer, to start work on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, as long as I've known him, he's never been a loss for words.
No, he hasn't.
So I have a feeling that we might be able to fill in the time today.
Oh, you
even though we'll shock him by showing up with a Hometown Cable camera and microphones. What do you think?
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
He'll be happy.
He'll love to be the star of the show one more time, right?
Oh yeah, this is all about him.
How many vehicles do you suppose he's restored and built in his lifetime?
God, I would say...
I've seen lots of them.
I would say maybe 2-3 dozen, for other people.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
He still has his original car he bought new.
Well, he brought it to a show, and we saw it once. I forgot what it was, though.
A 62 Dodge station wagon.
Oh,
one
yeah.
of 12.
Yeah, we've seen that one up at the fairgrounds
Yeah.
a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yep, but that was Mom's car.
Oh, it was really?
Yes, that was Mom's car.
Oh, no wonder he kept it. Well, did he do a lot of work on it over the years, or did he?
No.
All completely original?
Yep.
Bought it from the showroom.
Other
Yeah, I know it was brand spanking new when he
7
got
of
it.
us kids went through it.
And it still survived?
Yep.
I can't believe it. Well, what do you say we go down there and see what he's got to say about it today?
Let's go surprise him.
We'll cut out all the swear words and have a lot of fun, okay?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
guys, we'll see you later.
Sounds good.
Yeah, he's coming around the corner, and he doesn't know we're out here waiting for him. Now he's saying, "What the heck are these guys doing here?" How you doing, Rudy?
Picture?
How
Wanna take
are
a
ya?
picture of me?
I think we're going to take a long picture of you. We pulled a sneaky one on you, and it's not even April 1st.
Tomorrow, you know what?
What?
Tomorrow, that'd be in the paper. They came last Friday, interviewed me here for about 1 hour.
Did they really, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to do a lot of talking about you in that 1937 truck. You know what?
Does it look different than it did when it was up on the farm?
When it showed up in Moore's, I thought Calvin was going to have a heart attack. He says, Gordy, you won't believe it. That old truck. That old truck. I'm the same age as that truck, and it looks a lot better than I do, I'll tell you that.
I don't know. You're pretty good if you're 71.
Yes, I am. How are you?
Me? Okay, I'm perfect. I had blood taken the other day. A couple of months ago, my blood is perfect. You didn't find no asbestos or lead in my blood.
They didn't, huh? You didn't find any lead in your pants either, right?
It never wasn't too heavy on the rear.
There's no moss growing underneath your feet.
No.
It's just about time that the boys got together and snuck us down here. You had no idea we were going to come here today, did you?
No, they have no idea at all.
I just said to the boys, he won't be at a loss for words. I've known Rudy for a long time, and he's always got something to say about something.
Yeah.
But this is unbelievable.
I made a lot of part, for that.
I heard you did. And
my nephew Jerry there to run the machine shop down behind Ken Barron.
Yeah.
He made the Universal.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he made the Universal for that. We couldn't buy one nowhere.
And the Universal was shot?
Yeah, and the gear kept stripping. The speedometer gear wasn't that. Then I couldn't get a 9 foot 7 inches speedometer cable. So I got one 71 inches from Early Ford, and I took 3 foot out of the other one, 4 foot, and put it onto it.
Come on.
And put sleep on it, made the speedometer cable. Yeah, I'm telling you, I made that.
It's probably pretty close to accurate too, huh?
Yeah, it works good.
I heard how you got the numbers on. I want. Look at this. Look at this yard here.
That's old paint that we had from over there. We remodeled the house. We dumped it on the cement, so it dries up. You can't take it to the dump, but you can let it dry out. And
you know
then
what?
you get rid of the can.
If you get somebody that teaches art up at Plattsburgh State down here, they'll probably take a picture of this and put it in the Smithsonian or something. That's modern art right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that fantastic? Look at all the different colors.
Yeah.
How long have you had this shop down here?
Since 1960.
Come on.
Yeah, me and him put the roof on New Year's Day.
How you doing, Rod?
1960. We
Good.
built it there. We built it in 59, 58, part 59 we built it. But we put the roof on New Year's Day onto it.
Oh my goodness. So 48 years. No, 48 years, right?
Yeah.
And I came here in 61, so you'd already been here for a year before I moved back to Plattsburgh.
Yeah.
We were both just a little bit younger back then,
a couple
right?
of age, like I said.
Now what,
Yeah.
have you ever seen that program that Bob Venn did with Jimmy at the sawmill?
I got the film here, but I never had a chance to watch it. You know?
I think you should watch it now because you're going to be a part of this whole piece of history.
Yeah.
We watched a little bit of it. As a matter of fact, the introduction to that program is going to be was on television just before you and I started this program today.
Yeah.
And I got to see for the umpteenth time what that truck looked like when it had been sitting there for all those years.
Yeah, you got the picture of that when the right front fender was off?
No, I didn't see that.
I got the picture when I took some picture of it when I took the right front. The fender was off when we went and got it. Yeah.
Now, Jimmy, did Jimmy buy this brand new?
My father bought it brand new back in 37. Henry White sold that. That on the bottom, Allingburg Depot, was a demonstrator. And they upgraded the 37 to a 39 wire, ignition wire onto it, the cow wiring. I had bought the 37 wire.
And it was no good.
We used part of that. And then we used part of the 39 into it because the cutout was onto the, open the hood, Roger, the cutout was onto the cow.
You gotta be kidding.
I mean the voltage regulator. And then I had to get Anson to come down. There was some wire. I couldn't figure really where it was because I used to work on them old stuff. I had a 38 just like this. And I didn't know how the generator worked. And the place of the generator had the feel on the side. The generator wire goes to the voltage regulator. It was on the side, on the sides, on the back. The ground's on the side. It's just the opposite way.
Oh, come on, let's go take a look at it. And you show me what you're talking about here.
Well,
look at this. Isn't this beautiful?
The cutout is supposed to be on the generator.
Right.
Well, the 37 and 38. But this here, they got it over here on account it was a demonstrator. And the place of being the 85 horse, Master Ford says it's a 100 horse motor in it.
So you had a few surprises that you never even knew.
Because when I got the manifold for the side crossover pipe, I asked him, you got a crossover pipe? He said no. So I had to repair the old one, and the manifold was broke on the other side. So I had to put another manifold on it. He had a manifold. He knew what I was talking about. I told him the bolt pattern was same as it bolted on the motor, on the crossover pipe.
So you finally made everything fit, huh?
Because Boris had a 38, his father had a 38, and he brought me an exhaust manifold for the right, but it was the wrong one. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And these here, you couldn't buy this. You could buy the hoses, the top hose for the 40, the long hose, but it was only 1.25 at the top, so I had to buy them for a pickup truck and extend them, put an extension in the middle.
Yeah, but that looks cool. Yeah. They never thought of doing that in 1937, you know.
Those here are CB joint strap.
So we can't say it's absolutely original.
No, but I mean, the motor and all that stuff, original. And the belt for the 85 horse, I got a belt from my early Ford for the 85 horse, and it was 2 inches too short. So that's why the motor was bigger. That's why the 85 horse belt was too short for the generator.
There was enough adjustment though, right?
Nope.
Oh, there wasn't?
I had to get a belt from Cane Bearing to
you gotta be kidding.
there to fit this, yeah.
Oh.
They didn't have none for 100 horse.
But
early Ford.
The fact is, this engine never sat up all those years, did it?
No, they turned it up and everything. Hey, look at the spark plug, the Firestone spark plug.
Oh my goodness. Where did you find plugs?
Those are the original when I got it.
No, come on.
I'm telling you, them are the regular plug.
Did you sandblast them?
No, just she started right up after I got it down here. Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
The plugs the contacts were still pretty good shape?
Oh yeah, they were in good shape, yeah.
And they seated in there all right with no problem?
We rewired. We had to make all the wire for the...
did you make the new whip for it?
New wire for the thing, yeah.
And oh my goodness! So you didn't have to do anything? Did you put new head gaskets on?
Nope. All I did is put the exhaust manifold gasket. I had to put a clutch in it. The clutch was froze onto the motor. I had to take it out. Yeah. Yeah. We put a new clutch into it.
Well, how'd you find a clutch plate for it?
Early Ford had him. I'd call,
I don't know about Early Ford. What is that? Just a company that sells
Early Ford? Yeah, it's a company near Troy, I guess. They're near, where's that company, Alan? Where the Early Ford they are? They're in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Do you order it online or call them up, or how do you?
I got all the book.
Do you?
I found it online, and there's a place in Bolton's Landing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. That you were able to find that many replacement parts.
Yeah.
But when you can't find them, then what do? You make them.
That was the first. They didn't make no chrome bumper, on their truck.
Now we were just talking about that.
They didn't make any on their truck till the 50 in a big truck.
Come on.
No, they didn't make no chrome bumper. This was a demonstrator. That's why I had chrome bumper on it and bumper guard.
When did you find that out?
Found that out when Roger called Master Ford there. Yeah, went to
You tried-
order one. Yeah.
Oh,
He
come
said
on.
they didn't make no chrome bumper them days. They said we thought they had some, laying around.
So what?
A lot of these guys, they keep the Ford stuff like Jimmy Gwinnett. Jimmy Gwinnett
Uh-huh.
keep picking up them Ford parts and
How
stuff.
well we
yeah.
know, and how many
Yeah.
Fords you think he's built over the years.
Yeah.
So where did you find it? Is this a brand new bumper?
No, they re-chromed it in Massachusetts.
Oh, re-chromed it.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a place in Massachusetts.
Well, we neither till we found on the internet.
Huh?
I got on the internet and found New Chrome in
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
Because I know there used to be a place up in Montreal or near Montreal that did chroming.
Baker down there on what's his name down on Turkish Street?
Oh, Steve Baker.
Steve, he said, that's a new grill. I said, no, that's the original one. I said, that used to be rusted on the bottom. He said, oh, no. He said, you never did a job like that. I said, yeah. I said, that's the old grill, I said.
So what'd you do? How did you clean it up? Tell me.
Cleaned it up and sanded it down and build it up. So there was no pinhole in it. I see a lot of them to fix somebody with a lot of pinhole, in it. And I didn't want it to
This
see.
piece right here was rotted right out.
Yeah.
Was it really?
And he had fabricated it.
Come on.
Yeah, I rebuilt it. Sure.
Oh, come on.
The top of the hood there.
The top of the hood. I made the top of the hood too.
All the top of the hood is made.
Yeah.
These two pieces right here.
Oh, yes, I know.
Made right here. We made them up to the tinsmith up here.
Did you really?
Yeah. Made part of the dash, the bottom of the dash I had to make too.
Ahern's made them.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm following you.
Yeah. This here, the bottom of this, I had to fix. That was all
Well, we got to get
rusted
Calvin
out.
over here so we can
Yeah.
take a look at it. Show him
Yeah.
again. Point at it
This
again.
here was all rusted out back
Oh, on the
here.
bottom.
I rebuilt this. It came around here. I made the part up there to Smith. The floorboards made the exhaust system to the back too.
Look at this turn signal. Come on. Where
Yeah,
did
that's
you...
the original.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fixed it. Took it
Yeah.
all apart, fixed it.
I did not
I
know that
rewired
they even
it.
had a turn signal in 1937.
Wired it. Yeah.
They got a locking steering wheel.
Oh, I
See it on the bottom?
I know the locking steering wheels. I've been through that whole routine.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That
Got the whole horn to work and everything. Put a relay on it.
did you?
Yeah.
The diaphragm
The original horn.
it wasn't rusted. The
The
diaphragm?
relay was bad, so I got a relay on it. Yeah.
All
We
right.
had the steering wheel.
Oh yeah.
The steering wheel was all broke. I repaired all that.
How do you do that? It's rubber, isn't
Huh?
it? Isn't it hard rubber?
No, it used to be horse tail. They used to make them out of horse tail like that. They used to smell horses when you burned them up a little bit. Horse hair. They used to make
Are
the
you-
stuff with it.
No, you're.
Yeah,
no,
that's
you're.
what my
Come on,
that's
Rudy.
what my oldest brother used
Yeah,
to tell
you're,
me.
You're giving me the business. You're giving me the business. I want to know how you fix it. I want to know how you fix
no, I fixed it with some tiger hair and stuff.
it. Did you really?
Yeah, those chunk broke right out of that.
I'm
thing.
glad they invented tiger hair. How many holes have we filled with that stuff over
Well,
the
yeah,
years, right?
they ate too many horses. They cut their tail off. Now, that's
you gotta
why.
do it. You gotta get tigers now.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute.
They put tiger in your tank.
Yeah, tiger in your tank. Now wait a minute. I'm looking at the dash.
Yeah.
So how did you clean up those gauges? How did you
Oh,
clean them up? Did you take them
no,
all apart?
No, the gauges, they weren't in bad shape. These here were little rust on it and stuff like that. I cleaned those out, yeah.
And you got new numbers for the speedometer
Yeah, I got new number
And
for
a-
the speedometer.
and a new cable.
New cable and housing. I made the housing. I couldn't get the 9 foot 10, I
So
think
you
it was.
spliced it up.
Yeah, I put a piece and 3 foot piece into it.
I love it. And
Yeah.
So now I see the old heater in there. Is that the original heater?
Yeah, I just painted it up, cleaned it all up. Yeah, I had everything all out. The cab was right off into the thing.
Really?
And the mount, the wooden mount, I didn't buy those. Mr. Dean made them out of Hulk. There was a piece of Hulk up the sawmill that Marvin gave me, and I got Mr. Dean to cut them out for me, and I re-drilled them, put them in, yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
made the floorboard out of a plywood,
Look at this.
yeah. Made the floorboard out of plywood.
You were able to buy that floor mat, okay? Transmission, what kind of shape was that in?
Well, transmission wasn't bad. Just a universal, that was
Universal?
bad.
And you
Well,
made
the universal, the roller kept coming out, kept stripping the speedometer gear, and I didn't know what was doing it. We can buy about 2 speedometer gear, and then I ordered a worm and everything. Then when we took it apart, we seen that the roller were coming out of the universal. Yeah.
But you had to put a new clutch in.
Yeah, new
Yeah.
clock.
The
Seen the paddle.
seats reupholstered. Did you find somebody around here to do these seats, or did?
Yeah.
That canvas works.
Yeah, I made the seat.
Where's that? Keithville?
He lives at 88 Waterhouse Street.
He's in Willsboro.
He's in Willsboro's his shop.
But does he do all kinds of seats, or
Oh,
does
yeah.
he does?
Boats. He
No,
does
just a
boats.
boat. We
and
don't
all
do
that.
all kind of car seat. No. This year I had to send off and got the spring from called Mac Ford, and they had to order the spring out of Ohio. It took 3 weeks. They had to make the spring for the.
Come on.
Yeah, they made the
bottom
spring.
was wrong. He had to cut, and he had to
The bottom
Make it
was
fit.
wrong? Come on.
Yeah. This year was sticking out way out on one side. I had to cut it and bring it back in the spring.
You know, you're used to making do with what you got, or making new parts for stuff.
What you gotta got, and what you ain't got, you gotta make.
Now,
With
you-
the fit.
Did you get new handles, or did you have to?
No, these are the original. These here, they had the little small one I just picked up. These are 1940. They come out, they're a little heavier than the little tiny one. I got some of the little tiny one. They were real small.
How about
So-
glass?
Glass, Philip LaRue, Todd Glass got all the glass for me, 1/4 inch.
Don't you love it?
Yeah, he put tinted school bus windshield glass in.
Come
the side.
on.
Yeah, the windshield. Yeah.
I mean, people don't
That frame.
realize. People don't realize what that silver handle in the middle is for, right to the right of the steering wheel.
That's to open the air conditioner.
Air conditioner right there. Huh?
Yeah.
Three window air
That's
conditioner,
what
right?
old Egglesfield, he said, come way up to my car, said, you got them all lazy, I will show you. Said, something, he said. I put air conditioning in it. I get way up there, walk way down from Ty, we were down to Ty, to Chamber of Commerce car show. I walked way up there, you had to put a little fan on the post for his wife air conditioning.
How many little fans have we put in the old cars? That's what we used for
Yeah.
defrosters back
Yeah.
in the old days, right?
Yeah, but he said that was air conditioning
Yeah,
for his
well,
wife.
That's good to get the bugs in the mouth, because it was just perfect. The bugs would come right in through the bottom, and you'd swallow about a half a dozen.
Yeah, that's
You
what
wouldn't have to eat lunch.
that's what
some days.
kept you alive.
That's what did it. So what else did you have to do inside the cab? I see you put new covers on the doors.
Yeah, there was we ordered a kit for that. There was
Oh,
a
you did?
kit. Yeah, the door,
Headliner.
top, yeah, on the top. And
How about windshield wiper?
That's the original wiper. I've just put a kit in it, and they had a square. They had a square mirror like that, but they used to have a clock into the one. Then when we got it, brand new, there was a clock right in the mirror.
I
the
got
side,
a
yeah,
couple
with
of
the
those
thing.
clocks, you know.
The
Some
one
of
that
there was a long stem on it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a couple of
You
those.
got a couple of them?
You should have called me. I would have. They probably wouldn't fit that one though.
No.
Well, you've done a magnificent job with the inside.
Yeah, these gutters were all rusted right out. I had to repair them too, yeah. Well, I did a lot of welding in there, I'm going to tell you.
Did you
ought to
really?
Seen it. Yeah, I got the picture when I was bracing to a side.
You've done a lot of welding in your day,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah, I used to cut frame on truck and make it
yeah.
longer and stuff like that. Yeah, I celebrated Morris Devereaux's birthday, 100 years old Sunday. I used to work for him, boy.
You worked for Morris Devereaux?
I bought my first car from him when I was 20 years old. He was
Come on.
35.
Come on.
Yeah,
When he first came here.
Yeah,
And he
when
had
I
a
first
Lincoln-
come to Plattsburgh, he was selling used car where Eel Motor was.
Field Motors. They
Yeah.
sold Lincoln Mercuries. He sold.
No, he was
sold-
just selling used car then and
yeah,
used
but
truck.
later he sold Lincoln Mercuries and
GMC.
GMC and Mack
yeah,
trucks. And,
yeah. He was. Oh, I used to go up to Messina and get car from him with him one day. We went up there and got some car on a weekend anyway. He said, come on, so get some car. So we had a big Oldsmobile, a 41 Oldsmobile. And he bought a 38 Ford up there and this 42 Chevy. This Chevy was just like new, one with all the chrome stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And he was going too fast. He got into a curve and the Chevy went right straight, just pushed him around. The good thing the tow bar broke. It rolled over right there, junk.
Come on.
Yeah.
He was driving it?
No, he was driving the Oldsmobile, towing
the
the big straight eight Oldsmobile.
See, I did a
I never
long,
forgot that. Hey,
did a long-
He wasn't very happy, I'm going to tell you.
I did a long interview with Morris. Wait till I go see him and tell him. I talked to a guy who knows what you did back then. He told me he never had an accident, never put a scratch on a car, never put a scratch on a car. Wait till I see him. I'll see.
He came
Your
over.
buddy Rudy knows what you're
Yeah, I know what he was up into. So he tried to put it through the bank. It wouldn't go through the bank, the bank at the time payment. So I said, run it in through February. So I'll be 21 in February. I wasn't married then. I was working on the railroad and then stuff like that. Then said, what do you do when you get done at night? I said, not too much. Some went for me, so I used to put them Dodge motor that they used to call with cedar crankshaft, back in those days. Not a problem.
He was quite a guy over in Vermont. He worked with the trucking companies over there.
Then he started Plattsburgh trailer.
He sold a lot of
Camping
trailers all the way up Route 3. And
Yeah, that's where he started. I built an international truck. We cut an international truck, and he brought me a whole bunch of bent angle iron to weld on that. Then I had to go and buy a welder to make him a tractor. We shortened that up, brought the wheels, so that'd be just about 5 foot behind the cab. It was a 1-ton with two-wheel international truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut that and shortened up to dry shaft. And I used to have a guy who used to make the dry shaft, Steve Arnold there. Buzzy Arnold,
gosh.
yeah.
When he came over here, he went down to V.S. Jerry to help them out, to help old Vince Jerry out of trouble, get him set up. And he stuck around here. Quite an interesting character.
Oh, yeah, he was a businessman to be there.
He's still going. He's 100 years old, so you can look forward to, right?
Yeah, I sat with him, though, He brought the whole memory and stuff. I
Isn't
felt
it great?
bad for him because he's blind, can't
Yeah, it's
see
hard
that.
for him to see, but he can remember names.
Yeah,
I can't remember people
Yeah,
I met yesterday.
You sent me an invitation to go.
To the party?
Yeah.
Down at the Elks Club, huh?
Yeah, the Elks Club, yeah. Send me an invitation.
Well, he's-
When I called this, the woman that worked for him, boy, he got all excited. She said, he gets excited, he coughs quite a bit.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I guess he has a right to do that when he's 100.
Yeah.
I might do that too.
Oh, yeah.
Now, when I want
You
to.
think you're going to live to be 100?
Oh yeah, I'm planning on it.
Me too.
I'll come back here and interview you. Let's see, you'll be 120 something. Listen to me. What are your earliest memories of Jimmy and way up there when he was cutting lumber and in the sawmill? As a small child?
We were so busy then. Well, I used to joint shingle when I was 8 years old on a saw, stand on a crate. Hey.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm kidding you.
Never cut your fingers off?
Oh, never cut the thumb off, but I cut my arm. And then we're making clapboard one that I turned 16 years old in February, and then we were sawing clapboard into the shop. And my frock got untied. It was cold, and that 12-horse engine, the place was all steam. It was, and I run the clapboard through the basswood through the saw, and he run them through the planer back this way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
two job in one.
Of course.
Yeah, but them days, but
Now
We didn't get rich doing it, but we made $1.
So you
Made
were
us feel good.
You were there. Let me see. You would have been 11 years old when he bought this truck. If you were born
13.
13 years old when he bought this truck.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh yeah, I remember because my father didn't want the rack because the rack was $250.
Truck when it was new.
Yeah.
Come on, you put the plates on it when it was brand new?
Then we used to use it to plow the town road with it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we plowed the town road with this truck.
Who made the plow for it?
We made it out of Allen plank.
Come on.
And I had a wing on that side. They used to pull it out with a fence rope puller there, one of them fence.
You're not making this up, you know.
No, I'm telling you, the snow fly in my ear, freeze back there. We used to put 2 row of log onto this.
Did you
to plow the
really?
town road. Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't want the rack when he got it?
Well, because we made a rack for $20 just for the steel, $250. That was big money in them days.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the truck was $1,000. Yeah, because it was a demonstrator. It was higher than a regular one.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Think about that.
$1,000. Yeah, yeah.
You could even buy the rack for $1,000
Yeah.
now.
Well, my father's '38 Chevy, he paid $830 some for it when he bought it brand new. After we bought this, the following fall, he bought the '38 Chevy. Yeah. I can remember that car because we had out some terraplane there. Every time you get a little snowstorm, I'd put a clutch in it. That a cork clutch.
Our viewers, younger viewers especially, have no idea what the terraplane was.
Yeah.
Never even heard of a Hudson car or a Nash car.
No. I remember that one.
Or a Lincoln Zephyr.
Every time you get a little snow, the clutch used to go. And we got plenty of it.
But you started working on vehicles as a young kid, right?
Oh yeah, we were 8 years old. We had them old. We had a Studebaker home, and then we had an Erskine. You ever hear anything of an Erskine made by Studebaker?
I thought I heard
27 Erskine.
That's a new
Remember
one.
that one?
How
Yeah.
the heck would you spell that?
Studebaker made that.
Erskine?
Yeah, made in Canada.
Never, ever heard of that.
Yeah, 27.
See,
Yeah.
it takes people like Rudy every day to make me realize how stupid I am, because I thought I've heard of every car ever made.
No.
Erskine.
Yeah.
They didn't make them very long, did they?
No. Same as I never heard the other day. They were on RFD there. A Hunter tractor.
Hunter tractor. No, that's another new one.
Yeah, I never heard of it either, but was watching that. They made it only 2 years, that's why.
No kidding.
And they made very few of them, the guy was saying.
So how long did you live up there?
I lived till I was 17 years old and went working for Leo Gadway. Because the house was full. Yeah, up Cannon's Corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then his father wanted me to work for him, so one day that I went down to the border to Buster Trombley to work, and then from there I went to where name was it in Champlain, Pierce Mill there.
Kaufman's?
No, I went to work to that big farmer there. He used to be a big farmer just before you got to Paris Mill. Anyway, yeah. So I went to work for him. Then I got called for the draft, and I went to. I was 18 years old. Went to the Albany for examination with most up and down all them. We were all a bunch of us all together. We went down there. Then I come back. And I stayed here in the Plattsburgh, and then I went to work on the D&H, the Delaware and Hudson for Tommy Coach.
Did you? D&H for how long?
During the war.
Just during that time period?
Yeah, till 1945, till I got married, yeah.
Oh, that was quite an experience.
Oh, yeah.
But you worked for D&H right here in town, right?
No, we were all over the place with the extra gang. Tommy Coach used to be our boss. We worked from Plattsburgh to nearly Whitehall and back and forth. We were on a sidetrack. We live in a boxcar.
Did you really?
Yeah, we moved one place to another. Yeah.
This guy's done everything,
Yeah.
been everywhere. Had a heck of a good life, haven't you?
Well, the railroad, you know, I did have too much for breakfast. That railroad spike, we used to say.
Yeah, railroad spike's good for breakfast.
That's what they used to say then. Yeah. Because they, what you have for breakfast? Says, you know, Jose, we went to the boxcar where they keep the railroad spike and help ourselves with them.
So what else now? You had, the drive shaft was okay in this?
Yeah, it's all inside, and the dry shaft was okay. I made these like the factory one. A lot of them thought they were iron.
They're made of wood.
They're made out of cedar.
So how did you make them?
Make them with a saw, and we used a router on to round them up.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now is this, what was written on the original truck? What was written on the door? Is that the same thing?
No, they used to ask for a forward on the job, and it was every truck, and they had Henry White, Allingbird Center on the bottom. Henry White was selling them before Gaylord Rouse, so it took
no
over.
kidding.
Yeah, he was the first one. So we had left us in there and asked for lumber in the place of the Ford.
For lumber's even better.
Yeah, on the job.
No,
so
I got
that's
it.
what there used to be on it when we got it.
So,
And Johnny Enemy, married my sister, my brother-in-law. He re-lettered it over, used some of the same number on it. Probably you've seen it in the old film. This here used to be an iron there where you lowered it down.
yeah, I remember seeing that on the door.
Yeah,
But it
and
had,
they were all
it had
rusted.
holes in it, didn't it?
No, there was surface
Just rust? Was that what that
just
was?
road rust.
It looked to me like there was holes rusted with a
They painted this with lacquer when they got it, and the lacquer used to flake off after a year. Used to flake off, and the water get in between. That's why it rusted. Yeah, the old car were all painted with lacquer. Yeah.
So you did they use the same wheels and clean them up?
Oh yeah, those are the same wheels.
Same wheels.
Yeah.
You could buy tires, brand new tires, right?
No, those are the original tire. I just rebuild them up with rubber coating.
At the sawmill
Come
when
on.
you did the film.
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding. That was Bob Venn that did the film. I've never been up to the sawmill.
Yeah, I rebuild them. Mix
I can't.
paint thinner with that rubber that they that they use in between
got it.
vulcanizing.
Come on, he's kidding me again, right?
Made some filler to fill them up with. Took the crack out. Painted them on there.
I cannot believe that. People are going to watch this and say, Rudy's giving it to Gordy, boy. He's giving it to Gordy.
Original tire, yeah.
I bet you don't have a crank that'll fit in the front
Oh
of this.
yeah, so that's behind the seat.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got
Do
the
you really?
original crank.
Bring it out.
Guys, go get it. Somebody get that crank out. I want to see it. Oh, start again. Wait a minute. All right, we're underway. Oh yeah, I know you can get it in there.
I know about
Oh, that's it. Oh, see?
It's got a starter, that's why you don't use it.
Oh yeah, but we have to see if it goes in. What good is it if it doesn't work? I still had a crank for my. Oh, what? Be careful! You'll run us all over here. I know you can turn it.
Break your wrist, first of all.
Did you ever get hurt when they kicked back on you?
No, that never kicked back. This one here. The only one that got used to raise hand with my wrist was a 28 Studebaker because you had to reduce a spark on the
Of
steering
course.
wheel.
Take the spark down.
Pull the thing down. They used to have a long arm. Pull it down.
Otherwise it
Don't
would-
forget it.
Otherwise, it would buck.
Yeah, it buck on me a couple of times.
I told you I
yeah.
can never put him on the spot. You got a crank? Yeah, we got the crank. If that starter ever fails, you can get right out here and fire it up.
Well, we used to have to start it in the winter time with the starter and the crank because it turned hard because they used to use 50 weight oil in the winter.
Can you imagine
50 weight
using
oil in the
50
summer?
50
Yeah.
weight oil?
Yeah,
Can you
that's what they
imagine?
use in there. That's what we got in there now. 10, 30,
Almost like a
30,
racing
50.
engine, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, change
Oh.
oil every 1,000 mile on it because they ain't got no oil filter, back in those days.
Of
Yeah.
course. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
You've done a magnificent job. Now, before we go any further, I want you to explain to our viewers who's all related to whom. Who Henry was, who Jimmy was, how they were all related to you.
Henry used to be my father.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jim used to be my oldest brother. Yeah.
Oh, your oldest
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
How many kids?
There was 11 in their family. Yeah.
Isn't that great?
5 girls, 6 boys. Yeah.
Oh, never had any fights with brothers and sisters, right?
Oh, well, that there, you know, you're probably brother too, eh? Don't tell me about
Oh boy.
I didn't like to argue much. I used to walk away from them, you know, stuff like that.
What a way to grow up, though, huh?
Yeah.
And you had to make do. You know what? This younger generation, we talk about economic bad times as we're recording this on the last day of September 2008.
Yeah.
Our nation's in turmoil. The stock market's going up and
Yeah.
down and crazy. We didn't have to worry about savings back in those days because we didn't have any money anyway.
Yeah, but at your age and my age, we don't save anything anymore. Because we ain't going to take it with us when we go.
Yeah. You're lucky if you could take it out and hide it behind the seat of this truck.
Yeah.
So this truck was always around from 1937. It was
Yeah.
always there.
Yeah.
Did it run almost every day, or?
No, because when the war started, the gas, you know, you didn't get much. It was, most of them got 3 gallons
yeah.
a month. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Everything was rationed.
Yeah.
Rationed back in those days. Butter and sugar and
Yeah.
gasoline. So, but it didn't work much. It didn't run much during the war. years.
No, it didn't run during the war, because Jim come to Plattsburgh. The mail, there was nothing to do too much. Jim come to Plattsburgh. I think he worked to the hospital. Yeah, at the time. I
The
think
old
he might have
physician's
told you that.
hospital, yeah.
Yeah, he worked there, and then I came down there for. Wasn't long. I worked for Red Atkinson and Charlie Miller, and. Charlie Miller was kind of a funny guy. Well, he was brother-in-law to Red Atkinson, and we just call him Red. His name was Ernest Atkinson, and he used to tell me, Charlie used to tell me he had a brand new Packard, and he used to tell me, hey, we got to go to the woodlot. Get into my car and drive it out of here. There was stone in the road down
Really?
on Ruger Street where the college is. They had a sawmill down in there.
There was a dirt road down there anyway.
Yeah, there was
until
a dirt.
the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one day I got in the truck to come home with Ernest Atkinson. That old son of a gun, he said, my brother-in-law, they've never let me get under the wheel of that Cadillac, that Packard. He said, but you said, he said, get in and drive the car. It was funny, you know.
Those old Packards were great, weren't they?
Yeah, well, that wasn't old. That was a new one then.
that time,
Yeah. The last year they made a 42, you know, before the war started. Yeah. They made just a few of them. Just like the Buick in December they quit making 42 Buick. The government took all over then.
Oh yes, they did for a
We
long
rebuilt
time.
one here. We rebuilt one for a guy down in E-Town, all right? Yeah.
I'm still thinking about you rebuilding those tires. I mean, it's one thing to rebuild the vehicle, but to make the tires look brand new, there wasn't that much tread left on them, was there?
Yeah, the tread was there, but they were all weather checked. Deep crack in them.
That's unbelievable. I had no idea that you could even
Yeah.
build those tires up.
Yeah,
So
makes
this
us,
thing didn't run very much during the war, but
no.
then after the war, then what was it used for?
Well, it wasn't used too much anyway down there, you know. The most time we used this truck, the most, was plow the road and all gravel for the town of Moores to fill the road up near home and stuff like that. We used to,
Haul gravel on it?
yeah, well, gravel, we had to shovel it, and the gravel's sweet. And old man Garrow, they used to leave the shovel in a sweet gravel pit for 2 weeks, and then they'd move it out somewhere to Allingburg and somewhere like that, the old cable drive shovel.
Steam?
To the old,
Was it
old
steam?
gas. It
Was
was
it?
gas, yeah. It was gas. yeah.
Diesel?
No, regular gas.
Regular
They didn't have
gas,
no
though.
diesel too much back in
No
those days.
kidding.
No, I don't remember, can't tell you when they started making diesel. They made diesel 4-cylinder, but just I think in a tractor.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you hauled gravel with this.
Yeah.
Would that
to
be
fix
in
the road?
in the late 40s, early 50s? What
No,
would you say?
that was the year of 38
oh,
and
before
39.
The war.
Yeah, before the war, yeah.
But
I
that-
used that as a fire truck.
Yeah, we
Get
went
over here,
in.
Roger. Can't
Yeah.
hear you. You're too far away. Get over here.
Yeah, when that forest fire up there in Bringburg back in the fall of '38, we used a tall water, the old bucket, as a fire truck. We almost lost it, me and Jim, in the wood up there.
Come on.
Yeah, an undertaker up to Bringburg.
How did you
Yeah.
remember that?
Well, I remember because we were
You
almost
got, you
used
got
to
the
tell us
stories.
about it
You
there.
got the stories.
Yeah,
No kidding.
yeah, that was.
It's done some pretty good duty in
Oh
the
yeah,
woods, in the
yeah,
fields.
yeah. Went around quite a few different times. Yeah,
So it was driven off the road. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't driven much on the road.
yeah.
was
We
it?
used a tall lay and stuff like that. You know,
Did you?
clean the
Haul hay?
field. Yeah. That's the last time when Jim had it licensed for the farm truck. When they built the Northway, they worked on the Northway with it. Tall hay.
Come on.
Yeah, yeah, that there, yeah. They used to haul it from way
You
down
gotta
on
be-
Route 9 down there, yeah.
You
Different
gotta
field,
be
yeah. They
kidding.
got A, yeah.
How many miles would you say has been put on it? There's no way to know, right?
Well, there was 26,000 mile on the speedometer,
So
yeah.
23, I think.
20 something.
23, yeah.
23.
But you think it would be more than that, right? Maybe.
23.
Huh? It says 23. That's your story, and you're sticking with it.
Yeah,
Hey, it went out a lot. It came out a lot easier than it went in, Rudy.
yeah.
You gotta remember though, the old vehicles don't register miles backwards like the new ones.
No, that's true too. Yeah, they probably went in reverse a few times. Huh? You think so?
I would say, yeah.
Now you gotta tell me a couple other things here. How much work was it to rebuild the bed back here? The bed underneath. Was it a lot of welding? A lot of
Oh,
work?
I cut all the rivet in the back there, and everything is
Come on up here.
5/16 up in here. Yeah, yeah. I cut this right out of here. You know what I use back against the stone wall?
Oh yes, yes.
And I straighten this right up with a piece of 1 inch by 3 stainless steel,
Come on.
and straighten it out, and pounded it out to straighten it out.
Was it
Yeah.
was it really?
All these rivets all been replaced. About 54 rivet, and I couldn't get no 5/16. They were all 5/16 rivet, and I couldn't get that place on the turnpike there. I couldn't get no rivet for it, so I went to Giroux, where Eddie's boy worked there on Route 9, and he had 38 of them. That the old guy pounded in the back, and the rest I had to make, yeah.
Did the rest-
5/16.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but they were rust and stuff. I replaced some against the side, you know, and everything, yeah.
He was out here
Yeah.
with a sledgehammer and a portal power.
I bet a sledgehammer and a porta power.
Yeah, and a piece of...
Look out, Rudy's on the warpath with a sledgehammer and a
Yeah.
porta power.
Yeah.
So that was quite a job just to build it back up
Yeah,
again.
because it was on the farm, it was on the A-rack there. You might have seen it when you took the picture of the sawmill. It was on that farm wagon with the 1934
I haven't been up there.
Ford.
Bob Ben was
yeah.
up there, and they got quite a few pictures, so they might have it in the
Yeah,
in the
there was
original.
on that wagon that's got the 34 Ford wheel onto it, the Ford front end with the spoke, with the round up cat.
Oh my,
yeah.
my.
Was on a wagon, yeah. It sat there for years, yeah.
So how did you find the license plates?
They
That-
were in a barrel upstairs. Marvin had them in the sawmill and one of them nail keg.
Come on.
There's some of the old, there's some of them old square nail up in there, in them nail keg up there in the
What
sawmill.
made him look in
with
there?
the bag.
What made him look in there to find it?
Yeah, well, that's where they were. That's where we used to save everything on.
Oh, you just threw stuff in there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Put a plate. That's where they were.
How
Yeah,
many? Were there 2 plates?
yeah. One in the front, one in the rear.
And
Yeah.
did you repaint them?
Yeah, I sandblasted them, repainted them, and made a new one out of them.
But it's not easy to get New York State to allow you to use antique
Oh yeah,
plates.
we went to Albany
That's
with
what-
him, and we were
I heard you
only
did.
20 minutes. We were out of there.
Yeah, you guys walked in there and they gave you anything you wanted. You can't fool me.
I've been there more than once to get plate for antique cars. I got some from other one.
Now I want to find out. Nobody ever did a ring job or a valve job on that engine.
I don't
you know of?
know.
It
No,
just ran
because
and ran and ran and
Yeah.
ran.
Yeah, but we used to change oil, you know, when it got 1,000 miles, we'd change oil with it. We didn't
People
let it
don't
go.
realize because nowadays in modern cars you can go 5, 6, 7,000
Yeah, but now
miles.
those days, because they ain't got no oil
Yeah,
filter
I know,
on
so
them.
you got to change it often.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
you got a lot of stuff down in
Oh,
that
yeah,
van, right?
yeah. Yeah, it depends, you know, if you work them hard and when they get too hot and stuff like that, they'll form a lot of carbon in the oil.
Did you take the pan off it?
Oh, yeah, oh, you got to take the pan off to put the clutch in.
Oh, yes, of course you do. And it wasn't too gunky inside?
Oh, yeah, there was a little dirt in it from standing, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we had to clean all that out, yeah. And I rebuilt the carburetor. I rebuilt the fuel pump. This is original fuel pump and carburetor. I just rebuilt them, put new kit in them.
New kit in them, both?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that great? But nothing was broken or anything? None of the
No.
linkage was broken in the throttle?
No, those are the original, the throttle and choke, yeah.
See, people don't realize when you're going to do a job like this, you got to just about take everything apart.
Oh, yeah, everything got to come apart. The universal was real bad and stuff, you know, yeah. I take everything apart, yeah.
Now, we got to, people watching this program might say, why would you want to do something like
Well,
that?
I started with my father's truck. I started about 40 years ago. I painted some of the wheel, you know, and then it just stayed there because I was running race car, 2-3 race car,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you can't be 3 places at once. Yeah.
You can be at least 2 places at once, knowing you, Rudy.
Yeah.
So you just thought about it for a long time.
Yeah, no, my aunt said they were talking about it, and Jim, my oldest brother, he said, well, she was talking one night, and Pepper and that stuff said, so she said, you used to call me Roger back in those days, you know, but my name was supposed to have been Rudolph. So she said, well, don't give the
Just don't call me late to supper,
Yeah,
right?
they give me their truck, so she said, come and get their truck. So me and Rick Lyman went and got their truck. And then I started on it about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Was it 4 or 5 years or longer than that? How'd you
Yeah.
get it down here?
We all on Rick Lyman's tow truck, flatbed.
Did you really?
Yeah, and then he brought the rack onto my other old truck there that we had,
All the lumber and stuff.
lumber and stuff, yeah. But Jim had sold all the lumber for it, and Marvin said the lumber goes with the truck, so I got it out of the sawmill. Yeah,
Dad rolled that with a roller.
yeah, I replaned it and stuff like that
Did
too.
you? Come
And I
on.
covered the knot with, so the knot don't come out. I used liquid nail on it and then paint over the liquid nail so the knot don't come out.
Believe me, it's solid. It'll
Yeah.
it'll hold anything
Yeah,
you
there's
want.
pretty good steel on there, they say. Everybody.
So you
I think there's steel bolts.
you actually worked on it for what, 5, 6 years?
Yeah,
maybe?
about 5 years, yeah. Off and
years.
on. 1 year I didn't do too much on it because I remodeled my upstairs. You know, I had to do some work now.
Oh, sure. You
can't
don't want
be
to sit down for a
can't
minute,
be two
Rudy.
place one at one time, you know.
So you've been here for 48 years. You worked on this for 5 or 6 years, and then what made you get up there in the field days up in Moores? You just decided they asked you to come up and bring it up?
No, that was a surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
Really?
Nobody knew he was going to go up. You know,
You just decided?
Only one knew Darlene knew me, so that's why Ann was there. I said, I'll have it ready. And I worked too. I worked here till 8 o'clock at night to get this
Did you
thing
really
going.
get it
Yeah.
ready? And then you came down through. So the first time it was shown publicly,
Yeah, it was up in
Calvin
more.
and Hometown Cable just happened to be there. It wasn't very much long after that he told me about it, and I said, no, I can't believe it. He's fixed that old truck. Are you finished with it now, or are you going to do something else on it? You got
Well, I got a little touch up and stuff to do onto it. Yeah, I ain't going to get it so it'll be pretty near like brand new, or better than new. What my relations said, they weren't that good when they were new. They weren't finished that good, yeah.
Well, you know, I think you've done a great job. Look at these mud flaps. I bet they didn't have flaps like that back in 1937. What do you think, huh?
No, I don't think so. We use old belt, then they,
Just whatever.
yeah. Then they weren't compulsory. A lot of them didn't have them. They weren't compulsory back in those
No,
days.
can you imagine? Just throwing rocks in every direction, right?
Oh yeah,
Just don't follow them too close.
Yeah, they weren't compulsory like that.
Well, what else did you do on this that I haven't asked you about? Can you remember any small things that you had to make? You did a lot of welding. I know
Well,
that.
I made the spare tire carrier. I had to make that.
Oh my goodness.
I had to make that. You couldn't buy one of those. I made that to put the spare tire up there.
Does it look like the original?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. You can see it right from under here.
Oh, I see how you did it. Yeah.
Only thing, I put legs onto it, so when you drop the thing, you can have a place to grab it to pick it back up.
That's a good idea.
Back in those days, you had to put the jack under there and then push it up a black.
Oh my goodness.
But it wasn't heavy back in those days. Now,
Isn't that funny?
Now when I get a little older, you know, so
If I'm in 1/3 the shape you're in when I'm your age, buddy boy, I won't complain for 1 minute. So did anybody help you in the process here? Did you do almost all of this by yourself?
Well, most of the rack I did by myself, yeah. The cab, Roger painted it, and then my other son, Lindsay, we painted that with that chassis saver, that paint there, like a plastic.
Right,
we sprayed it on there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but you know, there wasn't no flake rust at all on this goddamn frame, as old as it was.
How did you figure that out?
I ruined a good pair of pants too. Dude.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, that stuff don't come off.
I don't even have to get under a truck to ruin a good pair of pants. I can do that walking down the driveway.
Yeah.
So it's what I would call a labor of love.
Yeah.
This was a family vehicle. You were the first ones to put the plates on it.
Yeah.
When you were how old? 13?
Yeah.
13 years old, and put them on again all these years later. What a marvelous and wonderful story that is.
Yeah.
The family project.
A family project, and everybody's proud of it, right?
Yeah. You know, it's just like, you know, he didn't tell you that when he went to change the transmission differential oils, there was water came out. It was been setting so long.
Come on.
Yeah, there was about 4 quart of water came out of the transmission.
How did that make you feel?
Well, I said to myself, I hope it didn't rust too much, so we put a 90 weight transmission grease in it. We run it in Moors. Then when I came back, I drained it all out again because the water and the oil turns it like into milk.
Oh, I know what it looks like. Oh, yeah.
So I drained it, and then I went and got 3 more quart of the 80, 140. That's what they call for, 140. So I changed it again, put new oil into it. Then I run it in the Plattsburgh Parade down there, yeah.
And it shifts real good? No problem?
yeah.
Did you take the transmission totally apart?
No.
Really? You didn't have to?
We had rear end off that couple of times because I kept stripping the speedometer gear.
You told me that, yeah. Well, that's
was the
bothersome
most
when that
work.
happens, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't forget to tell them about the headlights. We had to
Headlights?
replace the bearings.
Oh, wait a minute. Roger, bearings?
The seal, the bearing,
The bearings in
the rear wheel seal. We got the box Victor. They said on the box it was $5.79 a piece. Should have been for the pair.
Yeah.
So when I got the pair, they were $58 a piece.
Oh.
Then there's only one place we could get them, the seal for the axle seal.
So you have to take up a family collection, right?
Cousin Pepper did the brakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Pepper Meseck did the brakes.
Yeah.
Did
we
the
went
brakes?
Yeah, my nephew, yeah.
No trouble
brake,
getting the shoes?
No, the shoes are all good. The shoes are
Come
perfect.
on.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
Tell them
the
about
shoe.
taking the
Were
hubs off.
the shoes
Tell them about
asbestos?
taking the hubs off.
Yeah, the hub. We didn't know how to get that. And you know they talk about metric. These screws in here, I had to buy a number 12 metric tap where the screw screws in.
Why? I never
I
heard
don't
of
know.
such a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know they used that type of screw for the screw. I had to get number 12 screw to
I would
put the
never
thing
guess
up. Yeah.
that in a million
Yeah.
years. So
Yeah, it was weird.
How'd you get them off? Did you have a puller?
No, there's you take the 2 bolt you take out, then you just screw another bolt in there, pulls the axle out there on those. Yeah.
Was it hard?
No, the pepper didn't take too long to change them.
I
Yeah,
tried to figure out how to get it.
yeah.
They overlooked that part.
Oh, just a little bit, huh?
Actually, because the dry shaft is enclosed in the tube, you
yes.
have to unbolt the rear end and slide it
Well,
back
of course you do.
to put that universal in. And
Yeah.
they came off easy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Because how many times have you fought with them
Yeah.
with wheel pullers and?
Wow.
Oh my
I
gosh!
know that when you pull the U-bolts off the cars today, you better have a torch and
Oh, that's what I
the
mean.
biggest
Yeah.
impact wrench you can get.
I changed all the grease fitting because they had the old grease fitting had a notch into them. For I don't know what they had that notch for. I don't know if it was the old style one that they must had a different head on the grease gun, so I changed them to so I could grease the spring and stuff like that.
That's much
Yeah.
better. What kind of shape? There were no leaves broken on the spring?
No leaf broke at all.
In spite of all the
I made-
loads of
Yeah.
gravel and hay and
I couldn't get the trico bushing for the front spring. I made one.
no, come on.
Yeah, that's right. I made it. Hey,
Right,
on this
you-
side down here on there.
You made it here, right here in your shop?
Yeah, made it right here with a piece of pipe and used the center part right into the trico down there. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I had to make one. These steel beam, they used to have the old universal kit that they used to use to put the steel beam in. So I couldn't buy that anymore. So I took the old cup out of the old adjustable steel beam light
Oh, yeah.
and I mounted them onto here with metal screw. And then I couldn't find the headlight door nowhere. So I went up to Mike Relation. Me and Mike, we went through Rustic Auto Body. We went through the shop, the junkyard. We were there about 20 minutes, probably half hour. So these came off a 46 Jeep,
Oh,
the
come
same
on.
size as the seal beam,
Come on.
to put on there.
Isn't that? What
So I could use the regular seal beam.
But they.
These are the regular cop that came with their truck.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find any with a universal kit that they had when. Well, see, my 38 had the old bulb in there, and this had
Oh,
two.
yeah.
When I put the seal beam on my truck, the 38 Ford, well, my brother wanted to get away with the old headlight because they were like a candle, at night. You couldn't
yes,
see
how
very
well I
far.
remember, yeah.
So he got the same thing on this truck because the guy down on Allen Street, Goodyear down there, his name used to be Goodrich on there because they used to have the split rim on these.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I bought
Those were
the
fun.
solid
Those
rim.
were fun too, weren't they?
Yeah, but a lot of people got hurt.
Oh,
with
they
them.
got hurt bad. Yeah.
So I bought the solid rim for mine because my 38 kept blowing the rear tire because I loaded wired wood out of Jericho, all wood for Atkinson after the war. So I said to myself, I went down there and he had the solid rim. They just came. So I bought 7 for mine. And my father said one day, Jim said, you got the solid rim on this tire. Where did you get them? I told him. Well, I said, you got to order them, but you can get them. I said, they had a few that they came up there to show you, hung them on the wall, that they had changed to the solid one. So we went with the solid one on this too. But this came with 32.6 tire. They didn't have no 700.
No kidding.
Yeah, they were back with 32.6 tire.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. So
And it's a 6-volt system still.
yeah.
Did you have any trouble getting a 6-volt battery?
No, Anson had the battery. I ordered the battery from Anson. That's an 8-volt battery in there now.
Come on, an
Yeah.
8-volt?
Yeah, they upgrade them to 8-volt. Yeah.
Yes, how well I remember.
The lights are nice and bright too.
Oh, yeah, we got to check the headlights out. Oh, yeah. Have you driven it at night at all?
No,
No, you haven't.
no.
I don't like that light switch on the steering wheel though.
Oh,
They were all there then.
they were all there.
Except the 39, they took it out, the 39.
They did the 39. I had a 39. First car I ever built was the 39 Ford Coupe Standard.
Yeah.
Standard Coupe. Nice little car.
But you didn't have the,
No.
you had the ring,
Oh,
the deluxe steering wheel with a
Exactly.
stainless steel ring
Yeah,
onto
but
it. Yeah,
the 34 was like this, though.
yeah, 34 up to 38.
Yeah.
38 had that too. My
know.
38 were on the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mooresville was a little rough.
oh, yeah, a little rough to ride the ride to Morse.
Yeah, they didn't put no air cushion.
Yeah, that's the light switch right there.
Yeah,
That's it. That's how they work.
yeah.
Low beams and high
Low beam,
beams
high
right
beam.
there.
Yeah, they got part, but I did away with the part one because they were in the headlight, the part.
Yep.
You didn't go far enough.
Gotta force it
Gotta go down.
down.
Go down.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
That's high beam, then low beam.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. And you added a few running lights here and there that weren't on the original truck.
No, I added to a couple more tail light.
Yeah, I
onto
just
it.
want to make
I
it
got
safe,
the,
right?
I got the double tail light in the back. We had double tail light in the back too, Dan.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You've done an absolutely magnificent job. We were trying to figure out, Rudy. Look at that. We were trying to figure. He's just opening the heater. It'll actually get you warm too after it warms
Yeah,
up,
but
right?
when it got 40 below, when we were up there on the turnpike one day up there on Poyer's farm, we load one log and get into the cab, and the meat used to freeze on the old pine log back in those days.
you
when we
imagine?
first got it.
That's when you wore long johns and kept your trap shut, as Bob Hope used to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those old heaters weren't as hot and
No,
nice
they
as
wouldn't give much either, because this thing holds 20 quart of water.
Come on,
antifreeze.
20 quarts?
Yeah, 5 gallon.
Can't believe 5
that
gallons.
big radiator. Yeah, that's what it holds.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of radiator, did it have any holes in it?
No, I just cleaned it right up, nice and clean. Yeah, I cleaned up real good.
Did
yeah,
you have to
it
repaint
was
it?
full antifreeze. I just cleaned it and I put clear coat on it so to show the brass. Yeah,
Well,
you can see it through the grill.
But
yeah.
in 37, you probably used alcohol, didn't you? You didn't use antifreeze, did you? In 37?
Oh no, I had antifreeze then,
I was
37.
trying to remember.
No, they had antifreeze.
They did by
Yeah.
then, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Now, how many vehicles? I know you've been putting engines together and taking them apart since you were a little kid, but how many vehicles have you actually built? How many old cars restored? How many? Dozens?
I can't. I rebuilt a lot for Morris Devereux. We used to do one a year for Morris Devereux nearly.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to take in the 27. He bought a 27 Buick from Anandale to Massachusetts. It came with a plate glass into the side, and we had to take those out and put the safety glass in
Oh, no kidding.
because the law was you couldn't drive them up here in the state with
With plate glass, too
with a
dangerous.
plate glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to change them for him, and I painted that Cadillac LaSalle, and painted Joe Church 40 Lincoln convertible, the one that Mr. Black used to have.
55 T-Bird for
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Pete Church.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
Churches into vehicles,
Joe,
you know.
yeah, it used to be
yeah,
an antique stuff like that too. Yeah, we painted a 55 Cadillac too for.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
The hole, right?
He's got
Listen to this.
a couple of rebuildable cars in the shed over there.
Oh, we're going to take a look. Listen to this. Listen to this. Does that make
I
you...
made the exhaust system too, you know.
Oh,
for
you didn't
the-
tell me that, did you
Yeah.
really?
Oh yeah, I made the exhaust system.
Is it straight through, or did you have to do
No,
some
wait
bending?
a minute. Yeah, I had to get a piece. Gato bent me a piece, like a 2-inch move over, like a S shape,
Yeah.
to clear the brake rod. Goes to the back under here. Yeah.
Well, people, once again, brake rod. People have no idea what that means.
That's just for the brake. Those are regular 5/16 brake rod on
Now
there.
we have to let people know this is before the age when Ford had
Yeah.
hydraulic brakes.
They
had
started in '39 with a hydraulic brake in the truck.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you had a brake rod.
Yeah, and then 38 had cable brake.
And
That was
38
the worst thing they ever came out with.
And
It used to stretch.
And you try to take it up and take it up and
Yeah,
tighten it. You put those little tighteners on there and you tighten.
Yeah, they had some of those tightener on it, but
So-
they had adjustment on the cable.
Now,
yeah.
now let me ask you: was there a rod on both sides when you brought this truck down here?
Oh yeah, the rod were all
The
under
rods
there.
were all
yeah.
in there.
Oh
They
yeah,
weren't-
the rod, the brake worked. Yeah.
And you took the rods off and cleaned them, or what'd you do?
No, we just painted them. There was no rust.
No,
Back in
they-
those days, they'd been made to recycle rust, you know. Now they recycle the rust, and you get rust right back. What you had?
So, and they weren't bent at all. The rods weren't bent.
No, they were nice and straight. Yeah.
Any ones I ever had were bent. In my 34 4-door, I would have had one that worked.
You can see them right there.
Oh, I can see the rods. Yeah.
Used to try to go over
One
the
in the
stone
front.
wall with it and stuff, and the cow pasture probably. That's why you bent them.
Yeah, that too. Sometimes we meant to, and sometimes we didn't mean to. But these were mechanical brakes.
Yeah, they were good too.
before-
They always had good brake on this.
Some of the more expensive cars had hydraulic brakes way back in the 20s. Because I had a 28 Peerless that had hydraulic brakes, but they certainly didn't put them on Ford until later. Right?
39, I think, was the
Well,
first one.
1939.
Yeah, because the 38 Ford I went and got for Morris Devereaux up when we went to Messina and got it, that had the cable brake on it. You didn't know which side of the road you were going to stop when you used the brake.
Just don't get any cows out in front.
No.
I've told so many stories of my 34 Ford truck. I'd be riding with my brother, and a farmer jumped right out in the road with his cows, and he'd try to double clutch it and get it down in low, and I'd be on the running board ready to jump in the ditch in case we hit the cow.
It didn't stop too fast.
No,
No,
not
not
at
those
all.
days. You had to figure along this that day.
So
Yeah.
you took some photographs along the way, right? Before and during and after photographs. So the next thing we're going to do is look at pictures. We might even
Okay.
let you sit down for a minute. I don't
Go
know.
on a bureau in the bedroom and get where the camera, the envelope
Yeah.
started. Yeah.
All right, this is a picture inside the garage
Yeah.
of the cab. A lot of different colors involved there, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of neat, but that was right from the very beginning.
And this
What
is
the heck is this? Looks like a cow stall.
There's the inside where I welded.
Oh.
That was the bottom of the truck where I welded inside the.
You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. Oh my goodness. All right.
Yeah.
What's this?
This is where I pulled the motor out of it. This is the. After we pulled the motor out of it, that's the back of the cow. Yeah.
This is a guy who's not afraid to use those
And these
wrenches.
are the door where they add.
Yeah,
this,
see.
see, there was no
rust.
hole in there. A couple little tiny one in the bottom. That's the rust got in under the lacquer paint.
Oh, you
yeah.
see, I thought it was holes right straight
No,
through when I
no.
saw the original video. Oh my goodness!
This is the heater part and stuff onto the where I cleaned them. Took a picture inside the heater part.
Look at
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Oh, you've always got something
This
apart.
one I had it apart. This where the clutch went. Took the motor out.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
People can get an idea
Yeah.
that this wasn't a 5-minute job.
No.
This took years. And when we hear about how you had to go scrounging for stuff, I don't know how you
This is
did it.
the cab, the front of it.
Yeah, we see that.
Yeah, let me get down back to the first when we first started. There's the motor on the ground right here in front and part of it.
No spare parts when you got done either, did
Yeah.
you, huh? You got it all back together and used everything.
There's a stern wheel. See where it was welded in between here? This was all broke where it set onto the
underneath the
body,
steering wheel. You
under the cow.
so you had
under
to
the dash.
You had to tack that all together.
Oh yeah,
huh?
it was all cracked. Yeah, from I had to brace it. And here's the dash. See where I repaired the dash under the cow? Repaired the dash in
Were
there.
the hinges still on the glove box?
Yeah, yeah.
They were? You didn't have to replace them or anything?
No.
That's absolutely amazing.
This here's the front end where I rebuilt the front end
Well,
where
that
the fender was
proved-
off. Yeah.
That proves that that's original, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That grill is
Yeah,
original.
the original grill, yeah.
It wasn't bent at all? Did
No,
you-
it was rusted out on the bottom
Well,
part.
you're lucky
yeah,
you were able
yeah.
to save it. I can't
Here's
believe
where the bolt fenders are off and
just
stuff.
people take a look at this
Yeah.
and then take a look at that truck now,
Yeah.
get an idea how much work you did on it.
Here's all the fender where,
almost dropped it.
where I repaired the fenders and stuff. That's the pair of the fender.
Now when you took the fenders off, then you had to put new now the stuff that goes in between the fender and the body. What
Yeah,
is
new
that?
belting in
New
there.
belting they
Yeah,
call it,
new
yeah.
belting they call it. Yeah.
You're able to buy
a
that
part
stuff.
there's the right inside where the door is. It says New York on the bottom.
Oh, I saw that. It says
Yeah,
New York
yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad that you took these old photographs of it.
Yeah, see, there's a cab here was all bent up and behind by the rear window. That was all caved in. Yeah.
Oh, so how did you do it? You had it
I
pound-
straightened it up. I straightened it all up and repaired it. Make it like was factory done over again.
Yeah, I know. They didn't have people like you in the factory.
Yeah. There's before I pulled the cab off. That's a frame, and before I pulled the cab
Oh,
off.
did you
Yeah.
sandblast the frame or not?
No, there was no flake on the frame at all.
Now, people don't realize that, you know.
Yeah.
People take newer cars
Yeah.
than that, take them apart, and they have to sandblast it because the rust is all flaky.
This is ask for lumber. That was the
Oh.
old picture.
Well,
on
this
there.
is the way our program started today, with Calvin
Yeah.
showing a picture of that door
Yeah.
right up there in the lumber yard.
Yeah. See, there's some of the letter right there too, in that on the door.
Oh yeah, I think it goes this way. I was looking at it upside down. I said, "Oh, they got
Yeah.
Russian on that door."
Yeah.
Okay.
See, here's when I got it, the seat and the stuff, where the seat was all tore and put canvas on top.
You
Yeah.
see that seat now, and take a look at this seat.
Yeah.
Looks like the goats were in there for a week and a half, Rudy.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Oh,
There's
you-
another one with a cow, the dash. too,
oh
that
yeah,
was
I think we
damaged.
showed one very
Yeah,
similar
yeah,
to this,
Yeah.
just to show what it looked like. These are all Polaroid pictures, right?
Yeah.
Can't hardly get those anymore. Polaroid's not even
There's,
making film anymore.
Just double the picture onto it.
Well, there's a little before and after shot right there. How about that one, folks?
Yeah.
Pretty good, huh? That's amazing. Did you paint the whole thing
There-
here too? Did
Yeah,
you do
this
all
the
the
one.
paint?
Yeah, we painted all the inside the cab. That's before I pull the gas tank out. That's the inside.
Well, tell
the
me,
old
what,
cab.
the gas tank was solid, not rusted inside?
Oh yeah, I cleaned all the gas tank and put some acid in it and soaked it for a month or two to clean all
Did
the
you
rust
really?
out. Yeah.
People don't even have a clue what we're
Yeah,
talking about, how
yeah.
you would do that.
Yeah.
I can't believe the turn signal.
Yeah.
This truck came with turn signals on it?
Oh yeah, you had to have turn signal. Oh, they weren't on there. We had to put them on. Yeah.
But I didn't have, but this truck didn't come with a turn signal.
No, you had to put them on
Well, when
because
did-
the truck was compulsory. The state was compulsory.
But
with
those
all
are
trucks.
old turn signals.
Yeah, there's the old original turn signal. Yeah.
When did you put that on, do you think? What year did that turn signal get put-
37 when we first got it.
Oh, I didn't, that's
Oh yeah,
what I
they were
said. I didn't-
compulsory for truck.
They had to. It was mandatory then.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For trucks.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Because when I took my driver's test, baby, I had to learn the hand signals.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
the only time somebody sticks their
Is there
hand out the
before it's
window
like the-
is a different
yeah.
kind of signal entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm passing them over without even looking at them
The
here.
floorboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that amazing?
There's the picture that we started. It wasn't finished. I didn't have the side the hood put on yet. That's just another picture.
That's another picture.
Then I put the hood on the side the hood after I got working on the motor. Done what I wanted to do. So I left him
Doesn't
out to get the thing done.
Doesn't it make you mad when you get something all together and
Then you got to take it apart and
then
start
you gotta
over
take it
again.
apart and start again like that speedometer?
It never happened to you, did it?
Oh, I mean, I said a lot more bad words than you did.
I never used that though. You know, I said I just blame it myself. I said I never swore over to what I did. I hear some guy go for an hour at it when the thing don't go right.
You've done a lot of repair work and a lot of building. How many stock cars have you worked on?
Oh, I worked on a lot of them. We run Grand National for a year. We had 3 here one time going.
Did you really hear all
Yeah,
at
3
one
race
time?
car, yeah.
Because we went
sport,
went
yeah.
back to Airborne a few weeks ago to do a show. And it was a kick for me because I hadn't been back there in many years. The old days, I used to go every single race.
Yeah, what do you call it? Send me 2 past to go there. What's his name?
Mike Perotti, Mike.
Yeah, and he called. Send me 2 pass. I want to see Beaver Dragon and Bobby Dragon. I hadn't seen them for 30 years.
Isn't
Then
that
when
a-
in 1970, I raced with them.
I haven't been
Yeah.
back.
I used to
since
buy
quit
the-
racing.
Oh, you haven't either since
Yeah.
you were racing?
Yeah.
I started when I was 16, went into service, came back,
Came
tried
back.
a couple of years, and
Yeah.
got out of it.
We did a nice interview with Bucko,
Yeah, I drove-
Bucko Branham, and I see you won the championship,
Yeah,
huh?
I
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
drove my own race car when he went to Vietnam for a year and a half.
Come on.
Yeah, I drove my own
You
race
did
car.
not.
Yeah, they used to call me Grandpa. I used to tell McCormick, I said, I ain't very old. I said, I'm just 29.
Did you
Yeah.
drove you drove?
Yeah, we were used to race even Bedford, Quebec, but asbestos mine. We used to drive there to Bedford, right by the asbestos
You are
mine.
an amazing
Yeah.
and wonderful guy.
Yeah.
We got
He used to take care and build Bernie Griffin's race car.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But I beat him out one year. I finished second points.
Yeah.
They finished in
Did you?
third.
No, I built. I used to do all my racing motor. We built my own. Built my own
That
racing motor,
doesn't-
even for Grand National
That
383.
doesn't even
I
surprise
used
me.
to make my own racing motor, And the guy used to say the last 2 weeks,
Antique wagon he used at the racetrack for an ambulance.
Come on.
Well,
Come
me and Jim Morgan.
The old Dodge wagon?
Yeah, Jim Morgan.
62?
Yeah,
I remember.
We had a bad motor one time for the race car. They took all the stuff down to Platzer Motors that week to have it taken care of. It wasn't ready till Saturday noon. We went down and picked all the parts we needed. At 4 o'clock, we loaded on the truck running so that it would break in until we got to the racetrack.
Oh, you gotta love race cars to understand
Yeah.
what that was like.
Yeah, Benny Jock and what was the name? Used to say the Dodge motor last 2 weeks. We run it all season. They used to cut off part 10,000 off the outside the connecting rod, so the oil flows out faster to keep the rod bearing cool.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
I had $37 in an engine I built.
37.
Yeah.
That didn't break you.
Finished second in points.
I love it. How many cars do you have now of your own? How many cars, old cars?
I got 3 in there. There's 4 out there. There's 5. I got 5 in the truck. But I gave one to him, a Barracuda, 68 Barracuda.
Oh, yeah,
I gave one to
yeah.
Roger.
Roger
Yeah.
got one of his is
Yeah.
almost done in the garage.
Really?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a gas tank to
There's
put
always,
in it.
what would you do if you didn't have a car to work on?
Well, it
Like
gets
it.
lonesome. I get lonesome easy.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
gotta
You've
have
always got
something to-
15 people hanging around, like
Yeah.
old Charlie Gwinnup's junkyard,
Yeah.
right? All the times we used to spend down there.
Yeah.
So you got to live to be 100 because you got some stuff to do.
Oh, yeah.
Calvin and I will promise to come back when you're 100, okay?
Yeah, that'd be
Is that a
okay.
deal?
You
If
might.
I-
You
if I
probably
know-
you can probably wait till I'm 102.
If I know Morris Devereaux, he'll still be around too. He may be
No.
walking a little slower,
He
but
got awful nervous. I like Morris because, I done a lot of dealing with him. And, he was one of those guys that was here for 2 hours, another place he wasn't making business with another guy an hour after.
It's
He
amazing.
changed, And, I shouldn't get that on the TV.
well,
But
you know,
he
he's
didn't like his
Oh, I know. He told me that too. His dad had a lot of problems, but he took care. We took care of his dad until. No, he's an amazing guy.
Seen enough of it, like me. I seen enough. My uncle was in. You know, they used to like their booze.
But here we are, all these years later. Yeah. I got to tell you, this has been, if you couldn't tell, this has been one of the biggest kicks of my lifetime. To meet you, although I've known you all these years, to talk to you, to find out what happened to this truck, how it started, and who knows how long it's going to be, but you better put it in lots of parades between now and the end of time.
Oh yeah, I'm going to run it in a parade. The people seem to like this truck, because it wasn't made yesterday.
They like you just like they used to like Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that, I'll tell you, there's a lot of good Meseck memories around here. What do you think, guys? Huh?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for all of your help. For this little surprise here today. You didn't have a heart attack at all when you came out.
Oh, no.
It's almost like you expected to see me.
I don't get excited no more,
Well, I'm a little too old to get excited myself. Rudy, thanks so much.
Yeah, okay. Glad to meet you.
This is George Street, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, just to let people know that we're not too far from wherever they are if they're watching this.
Yeah.
Unless they're watching it in Cucamonga or Oshkosh or somewhere.
If they can find the foundry, they can find this place.
That's right, boy, the foundry, huh?
They want to come personally and have Dad show them the truck.
Oh, there a lot of them came over here. Yeah, geez, there a lot of them was surprised. Jack Stewart, he said, I can't believe it, that old truck you were working on. Yeah.
Calvin and I are just blown away, but it's nothing at all less than I would have expected from Rudy, Meseck.
Yeah.
And you guys thought you weren't sure whether he'd be at a loss for words. Give me a break. The day he's at a loss for words, we'll both be 6 feet under, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll see his lips. You'll see his lips moving when they
We'll
drop
be
him down.
sleeping over there, eh?
Yeah. And who knows where we're going to be next time
Yeah.
for our little corner.